Every one of you has a special skill that you're proud of. Maybe you're good at a sport. Maybe you're good at a certain subject in school. Maybe you love art or music. Well, this week we go out around the Branson area and we explore some of the programs that help bring out those special skills. First, we head over to the Branson Recplex and look at the 4-week archery program that they started this year that helps you bring out that inner sportsman skill. Next, we go over to Dance Branson, where we learn about a brand new class called Dancing with Grace. You'll get to see some special kids, and hopefully you'll enjoy this segment and share it with anyone that you know that may like to attend these free classes. Finally, we head back over to Hollister, where we talk with Officer Hay about the DARE program that inspires kids throughout Branson, Hollister, and the entire Ozarks. So I hope you enjoy this week's Kids Connection. I'm your host, Christopher James. We are back at the Recplex with Jason out here. What is your title, actually?
I'm the Assistant Director for the Parks and Recreation Department.
So you're like the Dwight from The Office you're the assistant to the director, or you're the...
Yes, yeah, kind of like Dwight. I think that's a good comparison.
You're like Dwight. Anyways, we're out here about fall activities going on at the Recplex here, thanks to the Parks Department. And you have a really cool program back here that's starting right now. Why don't you tell them what it is?
Yeah, so we're extremely excited. This is our first opportunity to offer archery. It was a program that has become extremely popular just recently, and we definitely wanted to get involved. And one of the things that we always focus on is trying to diversify the things we do. Not every kid wants to play soccer or basketball or baseball, and so it's extremely important for us to find different and new opportunities for our young people to try. And again, one of the great things about archery is it's a lifetime sport. Yeah. So having an opportunity to introduce this to people at a younger age, hopefully it'll be something that carries on and it'll keep them active for the rest of their lives.
Yeah, I told you I did it in college. I was on the archery team, and I wish I could do it now. But do you think archery became popular because of the Hunger Games?
You know what, I do. I think it has something to do with that. There were a lot of kids who were extremely interested in it immediately after that.
They think they're at Katniss.
Yes,
my daughter was that. I got her a bow and arrow and stuff because she was all about it. Like after that, I said, I'm going to teach, and she's like, oh, like Katniss? This is awesome. So, but you were telling me that you got a grant for this, right, from the Missouri Conservation?
We did. We were very fortunate to receive a grant from the Missouri Conservation Department, and they're just phenomenal to work with. They help the Parks Department in so many ways, but this was a great opportunity for us, and so they were able to help us get some bows and targets and kind of get the program off the ground. We also did all of our training and certification with the Conservation Department, and so as they are with all outdoor activities, they were a great resource for us.
Yeah, great. They pop up all the time when we're doing these. Whenever we go to an event, we find out that it was the Missouri Conservation Department.
Well, it's hard to be involved in things that are outdoors that don't have the Conservation Department involved somehow. They're everywhere, and they're just especially locally here, they're phenomenal. They do so much. And then we actually have, as we've gotten started, we received some help from Springfield Parks Department as well, and they've kind of helped us a little bit and helped us get the program going. They've been doing this for a while, and so they were a great resource for us. Coach Susan Provance, who works up there in Springfield, she was great and has helped us really kind of get our curriculum and program started. And again, this is our fourth session, and it's the amount of improvement these kids have made. And
now I'm here on the last day. So you have 4 total? Is that what you do?
Yes, sir. We do 4 sessions, or 4 meetings as each session. And again, the amount that they have improved in 2 weeks is amazing.
They're pointing the arrows the right way now and stuff.
Absolutely, yes. It's
that's probably good.
It's so much fun. I mean, some of these kids had never picked up a bow before, and here they are right now. They're shooting at 10 and 15 meters, so it's pretty impressive.
Yeah, they're looking pretty good. So they come out for 4 weeks. Do you have any prerequisites for them? Do they have to have any experience at all?
No experience required. In fact, we love the beginners, the people who have never done it before. They're the ones that make the most improvement. You know, they get in here and learn a lot, and really, again, we just want to get as many people involved in it as we can, because it's a lot of fun. And these bows that we have, one of the coolest parts about them is they're universal. So we can, and a 10-year-old boy can use the same bow as a 16-year-old boy.
Oh, yeah.
You can just tighten them and loosen them, and they're all made for indoor. It's extremely safe. People always ask, "Oh my goodness, you're gonna shoot bows inside?" Absolutely, we are. And
right.
as you can see, we've got safety netting up, and it's all kind of pre-scripted, so a very safe sport.
Yeah. Did you ever do any archery before this?
Just bow hunting, and this is completely different. It's a completely different thing. We always we had a lot of people say, "Oh, well, my son or my daughter hunts," and we're like, "Well, it's a little bit different."
Yeah.
Some of the same principles, but what we do here indoors with the archery is a lot different than that.
Yeah, it was a lot different because I did it in college, as I mentioned, and then the last day, of course, it was like a 13-week class or something, and the last day they had all these moving targets, and that was a whole different ballgame.
Yeah, absolutely, makes it a little bit different.
But I loved it because it's an individual thing, so you can work on your own progress. It's not like a, I don't know, team sport, I guess, sort of thing. And so you can actually work on improving as an individual, and I think that's really cool.
Oh, absolutely. And again, some of these, we've got a few kids in here who have done it just a little bit before, and they're really good. We've had some kids that have been really good, and we've been encouraging them. This is all part of the National Archery in the School program, or NASP as they call it. And with that, there's competitions all over a lot of the local schools. A lot of the schools are involved, and so we've really tried to encourage some of these kids to get involved in their, if their local school doesn't have one, you can still register for tournaments. And so hopefully some of them will continue to do it.
Yeah,
and
maybe some of your students will start their own archery clubs.
Yes, we would love that. That'd be great.
And they're going to be great if we ever have the Hunger Games.
That's right. Yeah, if we ever come to a situation like that, we're going to have taught them well, I hope.
And who knows with the way things are going.
That's about right.
We are at Dance Branson, right here next to the Super Center. Everything's next to the Super Center, right?
Yes,
that's how
right
we tell.
next door.
Yeah, that's how we tell people to get to things. Is just go to the Super Center. Anyways, we are out here with Tanya, right?
Yes.
And you are the owner, director,
owner and director of Dance Branson.
This is all your baby out here.
It is.
The whole thing.
It is.
What made you want to start a school?
Well, it kind of fell in my lap. I taught for another lady for several years and was in charge of the dance company, and then she moved to Vegas, and I took over a dance studio.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
you
great.
got a lot going on because
do.
I've been in here several times, and my little girl was dancing here for a while,
Yes.
Cassie,
Yes.
with Sonia, and it is just crazy. You got kids all over the place.
We do.
Here.
We have about 200 kids here now.
200?
Yeah, it's
200
awesome.
kids. I went to the not competition. What is it? At the White House.
The recital?
Not White House. At the mansion. At the mansion, the recital, and that was crazy. It was like 2 days long,
Yeah.
and
2 days, 3 shows, all different shows.
Oh my goodness!
It's awesome. We're
and
busy
you have to
around
put that
here.
all together.
We do.
What is your
I
background?
have a lot of help. Grew up in Texas dancing. Performed all over the nation. Choreographer all over the place. Do a lot of shows in Pigeon Forge here in Branson.
Oh, well, that's fun. I've
all
never been
over.
to Pigeon Forge. So.
Just like Branson.
Oh. There's nothing just like Branson.
It's a lot like Branson.
It's not. Okay.
Yeah.
So you do choreography for some of the shows there. Do you mostly work with kids, or you work with a lot of adults?
Adults and kids, both. Yeah.
Oh, that's neat. So what are some of the cool classes that you have here? And then we'll get into one really specific one.
Okay. We offer classes in jazz, ballet, tap.
Do you have to do the jazz hands?
Jazz hands.
Okay.
Yes.
I don't
Ballet,
know much. Ballet,
tap.
I'm not doing that. I do have a tutu,
plie.
though. I wore it
Yeah.
in one of the shows. Yeah?
Tap, lyrical, contemporary.
What's lyrical?
Lyrical is kind of a cross between ballet and jazz, kind of the same as contemporary, which you see on So You Think You Can Dance Now, all the big
I don't
new
think I can
TV
dance,
shows.
so I don't watch it. Yeah.
Not like those people on there. They're crazy,
no,
amazing.
I don't do that. So, okay, lyrical, jazz, ballet. What was
Tap.
Tap. I know what that is. We got tap dancers in our show.
Yeah. Contemporary, which is kind of like lyrical. Hip hop, musical theater. We have
Hip hop's probably real popular here in
Yes.
Branson.
Yeah, very. Our musical theater program's really big that Bucky Hurd started, and Sonia Godfrey is now one of our teachers.
What are they working on? They doing
They do a little bit of everything. So right now they work on monologues, they work on songs, a little bit of everything right now.
Gonna put on a show and stuff?
They're in the recital every year.
Oh,
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
that's neat.
So they
Okay,
do.
so you got all that. And you have classes, what, pretty much every day?
Every day.
Every
We're here
single
every
day.
day. We're not here on Sundays, but we have rehearsals on Sundays
Oh,
for some
my
of our
goodness.
team kids.
You have to be here every day.
I don't. I take Fridays off this year.
Fridays?
Yeah. Yeah.
How do you get to take a Friday
I know.
off?
Last year I
know.
didn't have a day off.
Oh.
So I don't.
I know.
I don't come around here on Fridays anymore.
At all. Turn your phone off,
Yep.
because I'm sure they try to get a
Oh,
hold of you.
yeah, they do.
In fact, I think I stopped on Friday to get in touch with you, and they're
Probably,
like, "Oh,
yeah.
good luck."
Yeah.
So, all right. So you have all the programs. Do you have a website?
We do. It's Dance Branson School of the Arts.com.
Okay.
And it
Facebook
has
page.
everything. Facebook page, Dance Branson School of the Arts.
That's easy.
So, yeah.
Yeah. And you have all kinds of instructors. I was here earlier and saw Bucky. I know Bucky. And he's here, AJ. Right?
AJ.
And of course, Sonia, we talked about. She was in Red Hot and Blue. She was on the Showboat with me. She
Yeah.
does a lot of stuff.
Does a lot of stuff.
Yeah, she's busy now.
Yeah.
But you have, I saw your instructors. You have quite a few instructors.
Quite a few from Clay Cooper Show that
Yeah?
teach for us.
Yeah, I saw our friend Ezra and Rosie.
And Rosie.
Yeah, they do a
yep.
lot with our television
Yeah.
shows. So.
They take care. They're on our dance team. So
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you guys go to a lot of competitions and stuff, I'm sure, because you got tons of trophies.
we
out
do.
there.
We go to competition, but we also have a rec program for kids who aren't interested in competing.
Yeah,
So we
that's
do
good.
A little bit of everything.
There you
it's
go.
exciting.
I'll tell you what, when we come back, we're going to talk about a really cool program that they have here at Dance Branson. We'll be back in a few minutes. So we are back at Dance Branson,
Yes.
right here in Branson. How convenient
I know.
with the name.
Easy name, huh?
Yeah, and I wanted to talk to you about a really cool program that you have. Okay, so why don't you tell me a little bit about a new thing that you have going on?
Well, we're really excited about this program. It's called Dancing with Grace. It's a program for special needs kids. It's something that I've wanted to do for a really long time, but never took the risk and was a little too scared to do it because I
Okay.
didn't know what it consisted of. I grew up working with special needs kids, and that's what I wanted to do growing up, but wasn't good at school. And was really good at dance. So I went the dance route and the performing route. And
Right.
then this year at our dance recital, we have a special little girl here that's our dance team members. We have 2 dance team members and their little sister. And she's special needs, and her mom posted a video from our recital. And she stopped everything she was doing and sat and did this the entire time through
yeah?
a whole song. And at that point, I knew it was something I needed to start and see what happens. So
Yeah.
we have about 9 kids now in the program.
9?
And we haven't advertised it really yet. And it's free to all of the families that come.
Okay.
So
Oh, that's good. And
Yeah.
so they can find out about it on the website,
They
or they can
can.
come by.
Yep.
So what kind of dance are you doing in there?
it's kind of a learning process for all of us. We have
Uh-huh.
3 teachers that are in there and assistants that are in there. We have 2 little girls that are in wheelchairs. So we're trying to find things that they can do as well as the other kids who are very mobile can
Right.
do. So we're doing a little bit of everything. We do some scarves, we do parachutes. One of the little girls that's in the wheelchair will wheel herself as fast as she can across the floor and then put her arms up.
Oh,
and
that's
just
great.
Go across the floor with her arms up.
Uh-huh.
They love it. So right now it's mainly ballet and creative movement type stuff.
Yeah.
Because with our autistic kids, sometimes the tap shoes we found with Allie Grace, we were doing some pictures with her, and she was good when she had her tap shoes on, but then when I put my tap shoes on, it was way too loud for her. She didn't
Right.
like my tap shoes very much.
Yeah, so it takes a little bit of
So,
adjustment.
yeah.
You're like learning. How long have you been doing it now? This is
We-
October 2016. So when did you
It's-
start?
We just started. We've
Oh.
had it for a month now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's
and you
brand
have 9
new.
kids already.
Yeah,
That's
we
pretty
do.
good,
We
actually.
do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so you have it like once a week?
We do. They meet once a week. I'm hoping that it grows enough to where we'll be able to offer more classes.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to be able to do that. I've had a friend of mine that I performed with years ago that's in New York City that wants to start the program in New York City now. He's going to contact 3 of the big studios there and see if they would be willing to offer it in New York. My goal, ultimate dream, is to be able to start a nonprofit.
Right.
with it and be able to do satellite programs all over the nation.
Oh, right.
And for us to be able to go and set up the whole program and have the marketing for them and have the training for them
Oh,
to be
that's
able to
neat.
start it in other areas.
Oh, that's great. Do you teach the class?
I do.
Yeah?
I do. It's my favorite class I teach.
It must be so much
Oh,
fun.
it's amazing.
Yeah.
Like just the smile on their face and the
I can't wait. I hope
joy.
they get to do the recital and
They
stuff.
will.
Oh, yeah.
They will do the recital. Yep, their costumes will be paid for, and we're going to get the best costumes we can find for them.
Oh, that's this is
yeah.
the town to do it, right?
Exactly.
You can find somebody to do that. Mhm.
So,
that's so much fun.
Yeah, it's amazing. We have some of our younger kids that come in and volunteer to help out with it, which I think is huge. Just to give back, just to
Right.
be able to teach these kids, they get to go to these competitions and they get to go, and they're so healthy. And you know, we take that for granted a lot. That
Yeah.
we're so blessed to be able to do what we do, and then so just to be able to give back and to be able to
Well, that's great.
help other people.
Dancing with Grace.
Dancing with Grace.
That is so cool. I think it's amazing what you're doing. And so everybody, if you know somebody that would love to come to the class, you heard her, it's free, right?
free.
People love that.
Free,
Right?
yeah.
People like the free things.
Yeah.
But you can come out and go to their website we talked about before, which was,
DanceBransonSchoolOfTheArts.com.
that's too much for me to remember. I'm going to
I
have
know,
to
it's a
type it down
lot.
at the bottom here and stuff. So go check out the website and watch the Facebook page and stuff
We
like
do
that.
a lot of posts on Facebook about
Yeah,
it. Lots
yeah,
of pictures.
You just do it in general because I see all kinds of Dance Branson stuff
Yeah.
everywhere. So everywhere. But watch for it. And if you know somebody that would benefit from that program, get in touch with them. Totally free. It's a great way to get the kids out. I'm sure they make a lot of new friends.
Yes.
Right? And a lot of new friendships and stuff like that in the area. And it's just great for the parents and the kids to get involved, get the kids out, get them active. We keep telling people that. Get the kids away from the
Yes,
video games and stuff.
absolutely,
Don't put them
absolutely.
sitting watching TV at home
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Go outside. But come by and check it out at Dance Branson. We'll be back in a few minutes. Welcome back to Kids Connection. I am out with Officer Hay from the Hollister Police Department. And what exactly do you do with the Hollister Police Department that has to do with our schools?
Well, I'm the school resource officer, and I'm the school resource officer for all 4 buildings at the school, from pre-kindergarten all the way through 12th grade. So part of that is I also run the DARE program.
Okay.
And I've been doing that since 2011.
DARE.
Yes.
It sounds exciting.
It is exciting.
Yeah?
DARE stands for Drug Abuse Resistance Education.
Right, right. And so the kids can get involved with that, and you go in, you give talks about?
Well, it's actually, what I do is in 5th grade. Right now it's a 12-week program.
Right.
And we do 12 different lessons
Okay.
on everything from drug awareness to bullying.
Oh, okay. Because I remember being in it when I was little. I don't remember the bullying part of it. That might be something newer.
We've
or-
updated it.
Uh-huh.
We got in contact as a DARE program with a Keeping It Real is the organization that we got with.
Yeah. How you doing?
And
Wait. Okay, let's do that little part again. All right. So, okay. So bullying is part of the DARE program now.
Yeah.
So when I was little, we didn't really have that. It was more about the drugs and the alcohol. But so they've updated the program.
they've updated the program. We went back through and looked at it, and we've kind of taken the focus off drugs and more put it on making positive choices.
Right.
So one of those choices is, to take a stand against bullying. We also teach about stress and how to handle stressful feelings also.
Yeah.
So the DARE program has evolved a lot because we've been doing it for 31 years.
Right.
And anything that's been going on for 31 years needs updates from time to time.
Yeah, you're going to have to update it because I'm sure a lot of the kids now, one of the big problems is bullying online.
Yeah.
Do you
and
deal with that?
We talk about all forms of bullying, whether it's cyberbullying or just exclusion, because we want to keep all of our students, feeling like school is a safe place to go to.
Right. And so you said it's a 12-week program. So do you do 12 weeks at each school, or how exactly do you do that?
I actually only do it in 5th grade.
Oh, 5th grade.
Yeah,
Okay.
we do it in transition years because our students are going from 5th grade, where they're in the elementary setting,
Yeah.
into middle school, where they're going to face new pressures.
Right.
So we do it in 5th grade. It's 12 weeks, and like I said, we cover a wide range of things as opposed to just teaching about drugs.
Okay. Now, I noticed you also have some other programs going on. We're at the Hollister Grape and Fall Festival, and you have the fingerprinting going on. I see where you have some certificates, some pledges that you're giving out. Do you know what all those are?
Well, we do fingerprinting. What we do is we leave the fingerprints with the parent.
Okay.
If anything happens to the children, it helps us to identify them. It's like an identification kit.
Sure.
You know, when you see those Amber Alerts, all this information helps us to recover the children faster.
Yeah. So you should do that. By the way, my kids' fingerprints are everywhere. So
They should be everywhere in your house.
yes, everywhere. But that's great. You've had a lot of people signing up over here and stuff. So does the DARE program, do they have any events? I thought they used to have like an award ceremony or anything like that.
We do a graduation.
A graduation.
Yep, the graduation will be, I believe, as long as everything goes well, the first week in December, and we hold that at the high school auditorium.
Okay.
And we invite members of the community. We also invite family members, faculty, just to celebrate graduating DARE. And it's a really good time. It's like a party for the kids.
Yeah, but it's an optional program for kids, right? They don't have to do it, do they?
Well, I've never actually had anyone opt out, and they can. But
especially a fifth grader. No.
Yeah. Some of the times though, like there's more school districts that are getting away from teaching the DARE program, and I think that's another reason why they updated it, as opposed to teaching about drugs. It becomes more about making good choices.
Right. And how is it funded?
Well, actually, our school for our program, it's funded through the City of Hollister. The City of Hollister funds the DARE program 100%. I also get some help from the Missouri Police Chiefs Association. They supply all of my books and materials for that.
Okay.
But prizes and stuff like that are done through the City of Hollister.
The city, probably a lot of donations and stuff. I think the community would be a part of it.
We are completely run through the city. There's no donations at all.
Well, that's great.
So the city really supports the DARE program.
Well, that's fantastic.
Which is rare, because a lot of times it's, people have to go out and fundraise, and
Yeah.
no one really likes to be knocking the door all the time looking for more money for schools. So
selling all kinds of things.
exactly.
Yeah.
So it's a blessing for the city to step in and fund that.
Well, that's great. Well, I think it's a great program. I know I liked it when I was in school. We had we love the parties. They'd have these shut-ins for us, or overnight parties. So much fun. So support the DARE program, and watch for the Hollister Police Department out to get your fingerprinting kit. And I'm sure you guys are at a lot of different events and stuff.
We do this. We also, the Shriners come out and they do the same thing with a MoChip, where they do the fingerprints, and they do them on a disc, so you can have them on a disc.
Oh, that's
also.
nice. Oh, that's cool.
They usually do that around the time with the Boo Bash. With
the what now?
the Boo Bash.
Oh, Boo Bash.
Yes.
Okay.
The Boo Bash.
That's new. I've never heard of that.
They do it every year around Halloween, so it should be here in about 3 weeks or so.
The Boo Bash. That sounds exciting.
It usually is.
All right. Well, thank you very much for talking with us, Officer Hay.